let's look at some of these larger molecules. So we have phosphorus, and phosphorus is going to go in the middle. It's listed first. But if you also look on the chart, phosphorus can be more leftish. We've got chlorine, 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 and chlorine. Just trying to kind of spread them out. I didn't do a perfect job spreading them out, but get them kind of evenly spaced if you can. And as you are looking at this molecule, if you remember the rules that we were just going over, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, as long as it's a third row or below, it's okay to do that. And if you look at phosphorus on the chart, it is a third row or below. So it's good. And then now, so it's okay to do that. That's what I'm saying. It's okay. And then now we're going to put all of our outer electrons on. Here, I'll count down while I do it. Let's see if I can count and draw at the same time. So right now, I've already used up, I start with 40, 38, 36, 34, 32, 30. So I've already used up 30. And then here's 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. I always get a little nervous when I get near the end. And so that's counting downwards. Now, again, I've said this before. I'm not really big on counting downwards. I like to count up. It's okay if you like to count up. It's fine. And you can see this is a group of 8, though. So I'm going to just kind of group them. Those are all 8. So see, I've got 8 things on each of them. So 8 times 5. Don't forget, each bond has 2 in it. So that counts as 40. So if you want to do that and compare, just make sure you know that this is what you really have, right? And then this is what I drew, and I'm trying to make it match what I have. So just because I draw something, it doesn't mean that that's what the molecule is going to do. The molecules, these rules and stuff that we come up with these molecules, it's more that we observe what's going on, and then we say, oh, well, that fits this rule. Not like they follow our rules. Okay, so now I'm going to put a sulfur in the middle. We're going to do some fluorines around the outside of the sulfur. Now, sulfur is a third row, but as drawn at least, so far, he's only got the 8 around him. But we may have to do something else. So I've got 8 used up, so 34. And then I've used up 32, 30, 28, 26. I'm at 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. I still have 2. I still have 2. You just throw it on that atom. I can put it there. I can put it here. You just put it on the middle atom, and that's all you have to do. If you like counting upwards, like I tend to, I really have to think really hard when I'm counting down like that. If you like counting upwards, so this is an 8, this is an 8, this is an 8, this is an 8, and then that little one is that pair. I don't want to forget it. So it's 8 times 4 is 32, and then this little section here gives me 34, which matches what I'm supposed to have. This is the have. So I'm going to put chlorine in the middle. Fluorine, fluorine, fluorine. And in the section we're on, you probably should be expecting to get some extra lone pairs, of course. So I've got, so far I've used up, of my 28, I've used up 26. I'm down to 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4. I've got 4 left. So, and on these, if you want to do it like that, you can do it like that. You'll learn more about these. If you want to squeeze them next to each other, you can get away with that. So there's a little bit of flexibility on this. I guess just because the way I do this, I'll put them over here. But anyways, that's how you would draw that. And if I do a double check on the electron count in the other way, so that's 8, 8, 8. So 8 times 3 is 24. And then I've got 2, 4. And that gives me my 28 that I have. Now, this one, XE, and then I'm going to do F's, and I'm going to put these across from each other. Some of these, like I said, the final picture, it might look a little different than these Lewis dots because you'll have a lot more information at that point. So I'm going to go and put my electrons. I've used up 2, so I start at 22, so 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6. I've still got 6 left. So I'm just going to throw them all around like that. Now I've used them all up. And again, we'll double check the count. So I've got 8 and 8. I actually learned it, not where I was counting down. I just learned it where I counted it like this. So it's fine. However you're feeling comfortable, just make sure that you're consistently getting the correct number and you're good. So 16, and then I've got 2, 4, 6 in there. So plus 6 gives me 22, which matches. But yeah, that's what I was taught to add up and go from there. And then sulfur. Yeah, so I guess as a note on the videos, like if you're watching extra videos, you might see a few different methods. Some people like counting up, some people like counting down, some people like making the middle atom full and then the outer atoms. There's just all different ways that you can do it. So that's kind of my word of caution. Just make sure that you don't start getting confused because you're seeing people teach it different ways. If what I'm doing here is making sense, then just stick to that method. It is one of the most commonly used ones. So notice that this sulfur has already more than 8. It has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 electrons around it. And you know what? It's a third row or below, and that's fine. Yep, you can do 12 electrons around it. So now I'm going to put in my extra electrons. Oh, I'm not doing my countdown thing. So sulfur, I had 48, so 46, 44, 42, 40, 38, 36. And then I'll go ahead and put these extras in. So that's 36, 34, 32, 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. So I didn't have to add any more to the sulfur. And again, kind of like what I was saying before, I can also do that final count check or just do a final count and see if they're the same. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 times my 8, which is my 48. And then we've got 2 more, BR, and then we're going to do F, 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 F. So right now I'm starting with 42. So 40, 38, 36, 34, 32, 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and I've still got those 2 because it goes down to 0. So there's my 2. Again, I'm going to count the other way. So I could also say that's 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. So 8 times 5 is 40, and then I got that lone pair gives me my 42. And then finally we're on xenon. So xenon there's a fluorine and a fluorine and a fluorine and a fluorine. And we're going to fill him up. So we have, starting with 36, so 34, 32, 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4. I've got 4 left. So you could put them beside each other. That'd be okay. You can put them across from each other. And that's that one's picture. I'm going to do the count up really quick. Make sure I've not skipped an electron anywhere. It's so easy to miscount these. So, like, especially on a test, I would always, like, double count it at the end and make sure that I've got the full match. So that's 8 times 4 is 32. And then I also have a lone pair here and a lone pair here. So plus 4 is 36, which matches. Yay!